Guess from my outfit or my clever intro, today's theme is Dear Evan Hansen. Hang on one sec. Okay, that's better. Don't worry, I still have the pin on. All right. The 2017 Best Musical winner was written by songwriting duo Benj Pasek and Justin Paul. It originated at Arena Stage in Washington, D.C., and starred Ben Platt, who is now a worldwide superstar. Did you take notes on all of that? Well, that's okay, because none of that's going to be on the test. I mean, in the game. Whew! Let's talk about Dear Evan Hansen. It does touch on some difficult themes, but the show has been widely acclaimed for its relatability as well as its beauty. A quick summary of the plot for those of you who haven't seen the show. The title character, Evan Hansen, is a teenager who has trouble fitting in. When a tragic incident befalls another student at the school, Evan tells a lie, and that lie snowballs, affecting everyone in his orbit. It's an incredibly moving production. And speaking of moving, how's this for a segue? It's just about time to move on to the game. Yes, I'm going to be punny today. We'll give you 10 questions. You'll be tapping on your phone, see, with the answers. For each one you get right, you'll earn 5 cents in reward dollars. And if you make it through all 10 questions, you will be found in the finals, splitting our $250 reward dollar prize, and be automatically entered to win our grand prize of 2 free theater tickets. Now remember, if you miss a question, that's what extra lives are for. You get those by referring fellow fans using your user ID as a referral code. In addition to those lives, you earn reward dollars for the questions your referrals get right too. Bonus! And if that's not enough, you can also win lives and stars and reward dollars through our mini in-game question lottos. All right. I think it's about game time. Let me just remind you that after the game, we have our RTF tailgate where we give hints to questions for later games. Plus, if you tune into that Facebook Live tonight, you'll get a free life. After that, at 8 p.m., Golden Ticket Trivia. That's right, our next game is at 8 p.m. Eastern with Ali Melendez, and we will be here giving away those free tickets you love so much. All right. This intro has been like for forever. That's another DEH song reference. But right now, don't get nervous. It's only us. Here is question 1. In 2018, how old was Andrew Barth Feldman when he took over the role of high schooler Evan Hansen? 6, 16, or 29? This one should be pretty easy for you. But the story is crazy. He was performing at the National High School Musical Theater Awards, the Jimmy Awards, and there was a casting director in the audience. She was like, hi, he's Evan. And then less than a year later, he was. I mean, Ben Platt was no old man, but he was in his 20s. Andrew Barth Feldman was 16. Of course, Ben was working when he was a teenager too. I hope you knew that because it brings us directly to question 2. 1,312 people got it right. And now we're moving on to this question 2. Which movie franchise did Ben Platt star in before the success of Dear Evan Hansen? Sing, Pitch Perfect, or High School Musical? Remember, he carried hamsters around in his sleeve. Birds would land on his shoulder when he wasn't begging to be in the Treblemakers. Treble should give you a hint because it's a musical term. And the answer here is Pitch Perfect. I might have watched Pitch Perfect a few thousand times, and obviously 907 of you did too. You're all singing on pitch, on key. Are you ready for question 3? Hashtag Let's Do It. Which of these hashtags used by fans of Dear Evan Hansen is based on a song title? Hashtag You Will Be Found, hashtag Break Your Arm, or hashtag Good For Me. Now, Dear Evan Hansen was one of the first musicals to incorporate social media into the storyline, so it only follows that the socials surrounding the show would explode. And the message of the show is one of inclusion and hope, which is a big reason the show has been such a success. Did you find the right answer? That's your last clue. The hashtag, of course, is You Will Be Found. I know you're a big old DEH nerd, which I say with the utmost respect and affection, because of course I am too, which means maybe you followed the careers of the original cast. If so, you're going to love Q4. Which of these actors has appeared in Broadway's Dear Evan Hansen and Be More Chill? George Salazar, Gerard Canonico, or Will Rowland? Now, there is a bit of a trick in here for the loyalist of loyal DEH fans. Two of these performers have histories with DEH. One was an understudy for the off-Broadway production and still has a part as a virtual community voice. You know those voices that read the social media posts at the end of Act 1? Well, one of those is Gerard Canonico. But if you read the question carefully, he did not, in fact, appear in Broadway's Dear Evan Hansen. But you know who did? Your answer is Will Rowland, now starring as Jeremy here in Be More Chill. And of course, he was Jared Kleinman in Dear Evan Hansen. We love him. He's so talented. And guess what? So are you. I think you all deserve a reward box prize for question 4. The reward box prize is, oh wow, 3 winners will each receive 1 life. Those are definitely going to help when we hit a hard question. We may even have a fan fumble. All right, let's pick those winners. The winners are by Emotion ZD, Tiggs, and Riley19. Congratulations! We are all moving on to question 5. In the show, who wrote the letter that began Dear Evan Hansen? Connor Murphy, Evan Hansen, or Evan's mom? Well, this is the crux of the entire show right here. Who did write that letter? Many of the characters were misled about its authorship straight through to the emotional climax of the story when the truth is revealed. But we as the audience know from the very first scene that the letters were an assignment from a therapist. They were meant to be spirit boosters for Evan Hansen. That's right, those letters were pep talks for Evan from himself. Classic therapist move. You thought I was joking doing that Dear Laura Heywood letter? You should see how many I've got. All right, we're halfway through the game, and 519 of you are still in it. Moving on with me to question 6. Which of these singers re-recorded Waving Through a Window to promote the show's national tour? Tori Kelly, Katy Perry, or Kelly Clarkson? Oh man, I'd pay to hear any of those divas sing DEH. Maybe we can get them to do a trio, a 3-part harmony. Like, oh, maybe they could record an all-girls Sincerely Me. I could let my imagination run wild on the options. But first, back to the question. This American Idol host and California girl is none other than Miss Katy Perry, and her version is stellar. Definitely check it out, but not right now because you have to step out of the sun and step into question 7. Let's talk Tonys. The 73rd Annual Tony Awards are less than 2 weeks away. Dear Evan Hansen was a Tony's favorite in 2017. How well do you remember that night 2 years ago? At the 71st Tony Awards, how many of their 9 nominations did Dear Evan Hansen win? All 9, 6, or 8? The Tonys is one of my favorite nights of the year. Some people call it the Super Bowl for theater people. I've been known to create appetizers and drinks based on show names. Beer Evan Hansen, anybody? No, just me? Okay, cool. DEH had a big night in 2017. The show won Best Musical, Ben Platt won Best Leading Actor, and Rachel Bay Jones won Best Featured Actress. The show actually won more awards that night than any other show, but how many exactly? Your answer is 6. The other wins were for Best Orchestrations, Book of a Musical, and Best Score, which makes 6 total. That is the truth. Question 8 is about lying, which Evan has a problem with, as you know. What does Evan Hansen not lie about? Being friends with Connor Murphy, how he broke his arm, or having a twin? This is DEH 101, y'all. I hope you know this one. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to your room and make you listen to the cast album on repeat and write yourself a letter. Write yourself a... Okay, I'm done. Evan lies about being friends with Connor. And of course, we do know that he had a little accident with the arm, but he lied about how and where and with whom it happened. He did not lie about having a twin. He doesn't have one, and he never claimed to. Although that would be a neat additional character. We call him Devin Hansen. Characters who actually do exist in the show. One is Larry Murphy, Connor and Zoe Murphy's dad. His big moment is a song where he kind of adopts Evan into the Murphy family in a beautiful dad-son moment, which brings us to question. Hi, Evan and Larry. What is the best way to break in a glove? Use shaving cream, run it through hot water, or use the microwave. Keep in mind, there's only one right way to break in a glove, according to Larry. In the song, he lists several wrong ways to do it. Hint, you do not use the microwave if you want to do it right. He pulls out a container of rubber bands and hands it to Evan, saying he should use shaving cream. That's the trick, shaving cream. You rub it in for about 5 minutes, tie it all up with rubber bands, put it under your mattress, and sleep on it. 237 of you are not sleeping on this DEH trivia. You're still in it as we go into the final round. Dear Evan Hansen is still going strong on Broadway, and you're still going strong in Reward the Fan trivia. So let's get you into the winner's circle with Q10. Which of these original on Broadway? Ben Platt, Mike Feist, or Michael Park? Now, this actor has been with the show since its world premiere in DC, and he's still at it. He did take a small break while the show was off Broadway to perform in another Broadway musical by the name of Tuck Everlasting. But then Dear Evan Hansen moved to Broadway, which happened to coincide with Tuck's premature closing, and he was back, and he hasn't left since. Your answer is the one and only Michael Park. Michael Park, well, you might say he's parked himself at the musical. That was question 10, and 201 of you got it right, which means you're our winners. Congratulations. It's almost time for your curtain call. You've already had multiple chances to win, and now you're one step closer to our ultimate prize. We'll be splitting our reward dollar prize with your fellow winners. Let me take a moment to shout some of you out. I want to give big congratulations and thanks for playing to Stephen B. Cohn, to BM Clover, to Turtle Boy. I love your names, you guys. Nina with 2 A's, Starzy. And here we also have Alexander 1. Tiggs is with us, and so is Chucky Boy 889. So thrilled that so many of you are still with us. We do have one last thing left to do, of course, and that's run that ticket lotto. Like I mentioned, one winner is going to be taking home 2 theater tickets, 2 free theater tickets in just a few seconds. If you win, you'll be prompted with a list of events near you. Be sure to make your choice within 24 hours. All right, here we go. Mixing up that lotto. Who's it going to be? Let me shout out some more players while we're at it. We have Leon's, we have Big and Juicy, and we have our winner. Congratulations to Shaken Blaken. 2 theater tickets are yours. I can't wait to see what you choose. And listen, if you see me at a show, you better come say hi so we can get that selfie. To everyone still watching, thank you so much for playing and putting up with all my puns and the silly costume stuff. I'm your host, Laura Heywood. Follow us at Reward the Fan, and you can follow me at Broadway Girl NYC on all the social platforms. Be sure to join us for Golden Ticket Trivia at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. And lastly, just remember, we will always be your biggest fan. Can't wait to see you at the tailgate.